Here we are with promoter Gary Shaw. Gary, tell us a little about Timothy Bradley after that big win in January. What are the plans for Timothy Bradley?
Well, it was a huge win for Timothy. We all knew on our side we were going to win. We were hoping that Devin Alexander put up a better fight than he did. But it is what it is. Now we're going forward, and we're in the process of doing the contracts to fight Amir Khan in July.
We know that you also represent Sergey Sinsurov, the WBO champion. He's fighting Sergio Martinez this coming March 12th. Tell us a little bit about this fight, about Sinsurov.
Well, it's going to be a great fight. Sergey is a great fighter. You don't have 35 to 37 wins without defeat, without being a great fighter. He probably has the best jab in all of boxing, maybe at any weight class. It's going to be a terrific fight. Nobody's giving Sergey a chance because they don't know him like they know Sergio Martinez. But I think the world will be shocked on March 12th.
I mean, why do you think he's going to give Martinez so much trouble?
Because he's a great fighter with a great jab, a great defense, and styles make fights. And this is the wrong style for Martinez. And I believe that Lou DiBella and some of the other people out there know how tough a fight this will be. So the fans need to tune in on March 12th on HBO and see a great fight.
Recently you signed several hot Puerto Rican prospects, Jonathan Gonzalez, Jose Pedraza, Tomás Dalurma, Jorge Manzanez. Tell us a little bit about your Puerto Rican prospects.
Well, we're really excited, starting with Jose Pedraza, maybe one of the greatest amateurs to ever come out of Puerto Rico. Had a great fight last Friday in Puerto Rico, first round knockout. We're expecting great things from Pedraza. Jonathan Gonzalez, 12-0 with 12 knockouts. Maybe one of the hardest punchers I've ever witnessed. A great 154-pounder, I believe. Maybe in 2011, 2012 at the latest, he'll be a world champion. Jorge Masonet is a very, very young fighter. He's now 2-0, exciting, tall, for 135 pounds. And I think that'll take a little more time, but I'm really pleased with his progress, and I think he's going to really excite the fans. Thomas Delorme, maybe one of the best 147-pounders out there right now. The world hasn't seen him because he's fought basically in Puerto Rico, but he's got a great jab. He can really punch. And we're excited about all these kids. I mean, Team Puerto Rico is comprised of the best fighters in Puerto Rico, young and coming up. And then Cesar Seda, hopefully he's going to be fighting Narvaez for the world title in April. This is his chance. We're going to be going to Argentina. Narvaez hasn't lost there, so we're hoping to put the first loss on Narvaez.
You also have an exciting fight coming up in 118, Johnny Perez against Victor Chenian. That will be on April 23rd in LA. Tell us a little bit about that fight also.
Well, it's a difficult fight for me personally because I represent Darchinian, and along with Alex Campanova from Thompson Boxing, we're partners in Yanni Perez. So it's not the type of fight that personally I'm looking forward to, but we went in the tournament and this is how the cards were dealt to us, so we need to do it. It's going to be a very, very exciting fight. Both fighters come to fight. Both fighters are clean fighters. So the world is going to see a great, great show on April 23rd. And you got Maris on top against Joseph Abecco. And hopefully the winner of Yanni and Darchinian will get one more shot at the winner of Abecco and Abner Maris.
Where's Alfredo Angulo? Many Mexican fans are asking that question, especially now that Canelo Alvarez is supposed to be fighting for the title this Saturday against Matthew Hunton, and many people say that Alfredo Angulo probably also deserves that shot, but and they want to match him up with Canelo, with Chavez Jr. Where's Alfredo Angulo?
Pedro is in Mexico right now. The world knows that he had immigration problems. We're trying to work through those immigration problems, but he can fight in Mexico or in other foreign countries. and we're looking to get him ranked for the mandatory in the WBC. The fact that Canelo Alvarez is taking on Matthew Hatton. I don't want to comment on what the WBC did other than I petitioned them to make Angulo the mandatory and an immediate match against the winner of Hatton and Canelo Alvarez. We would fight Chavez in Mexico. These are all big fights, and I believe Angulo wins them all easily.
You also promote Mexican Antonio DiMarco. He's coming from a big win against Ray Sanchez recently, 135. What are the plans for DiMarco?
Well, DiMarco's plans are, Soto is a relative of his. They won't fight one another. We've already told that to the BC. So if Soto moves up, which I believe he's going to move up to 140, then DiMarco would become the automatic champion, because we've fought 2 final eliminators. If Soto doesn't move up, then we'll keep fighting. If we got to try to unify or go after another belt, we'll do whatever we have to do for the benefit of Antonio DiMarco. He's a great kid inside the ring. He's a great kid outside the ring.